The late afternoon sun cast long shadows across the palm trees lining Sunset Boulevard as David, a successful architect in his late 40s, pulled up to the trendy cafe. He checked his watch, a nervous tic he'd developed over the past few months. He was meeting her again, Sarah, a vibrant art student barely out of her 20s. Their affair, a clandestine dance of stolen moments and whispered secrets, had become the centerpiece of his otherwise predictable life. He'd been married to Susan for 20 years, a comfortable, if somewhat stagnant, union. But Sarah was a wildfire, burning bright and dangerously fast. He spotted her at a corner table, her fiery red hair a beacon in the dimly lit space. She was sketching in a notebook, her brow furrowed in concentration. The sight of her, so effortlessly beautiful and alive, sent a jolt through him, a mixture of excitement and guilt. He slid into the seat opposite her, the scent of her perfume, a heady mix of jasmine and vanilla, filling his senses. Their conversation flowed easily, a mixture of playful banter and stolen glances. They talked about art, about life, about the dreams they held close. But beneath the surface, a current of unspoken tension ran between them. David knew this couldn't last. The lies, the stolen moments, the constant fear of discovery, it was all taking its toll. Susan, his wife, had become increasingly distant, her quiet sadness a constant reminder of his betrayal. One evening, a week later, David found himself alone in his opulent home overlooking the Pacific Ocean. Susan was away visiting her sister. He felt a surge of freedom, yet a deep-seated unease gnawed at him. He called Sarah. Their conversation was different this time, fraught with unspoken anxieties and accusations. Sarah, sensing his growing unease, challenged him, demanding a commitment he wasn't ready to give. He stammered, trying to soothe her, but the words felt hollow, even to his own ears. The next day, he received a frantic call from Sarah's roommate. Sarah had vanished. The police investigation yielded little. Days turned into weeks, and the search intensified, but Sarah was gone. David, consumed by guilt and fear, became a shell of his former self. He confessed his affair to Susan, bracing for her anger, her rejection. Instead, she held him, her tears a silent testament to the shared pain. They mourned Sarah together, their grief a fragile bridge across the chasm of his betrayal. The official report ruled Sarah's disappearance as a missing person case, but David always knew the truth. He knew it was his actions, his selfish desires, that ultimately led to her disappearance. The luxurious home, the successful career, the comfortable marriage, none of it mattered anymore. He was left with the haunting silence, a constant reminder of the tragic cost of his secret affair.